Lockheed AC-130 gunship. The Lockheed AC-130 gunship is a heavily armed, long-endurance, ground attack version of the C-130 Hercules transport aircraft. It is equipped with various ground attack weapons and advanced sensors, navigation, and fire control systems. Unlike other modern military planes, the AC-130 relies on visual targeting and primarily conducts close air support missions at night due to its vulnerability at low altitudes. Lockheed Martin manufactures the airframe, and Boeing handles the conversion into a gunship and aircraft support. Developed during the Vietnam War as Project Gunship II, the AC-130 replaced the AC-47 Spooky. The United States Air Force is the sole operator of the AC-130, using variants like the AC-130U Spooky, AC-130W Stinger II, and the upgraded AC-130J Ghostwriter for various missions, including close air support, air interdiction, and force protection. These missions involve supporting ground troops, escorting convoys, urban operations, and defending air bases. AC-130s are based at Hurlburt Field, Florida, and Cannon AFB, New Mexico, and they can be deployed worldwide. These aircraft are operated by the Air Force Special Operations Command, which is part of the United States Special Operations Command. The AC-130 features an unpressurized cabin with weapons mounted on the port side of the fuselage. During attacks, the gunship performs a pylon turn, circling the target to engage it for an extended period. The AC-130H Spectre was equipped with two 20mm M61 Vulcan cannons, one 40mm Bofors cannon, and a 105mm cannon with recoil mechanism. The AC-130U Spooky, on the other hand, has a 25mm GAU-12 equalizer cannon, an improved fire control system, and increased ammunition capacity. The AC-130W Stinger II is a modified C-130H with precision strike upgrades. During the Vietnam War, the C-130 Hercules was chosen to replace the Douglas AC-47 Spooky gunship to enhance mission endurance and munition carrying capacity. The AC-47, known for its ability to fly faster than helicopters and loiter at high altitudes, utilized the pylon turn to provide continuous and accurate ground fire. In 1967, a JC-130A aircraft was converted into the prototype AC-130A gunship with modifications that included night vision technology, forward-looking infrared devices, and mounted miniguns and rotary cannons. Flight testing and modifications were conducted, leading to combat testing in South Vietnam by September 1967. The AC-130 was later joined by the AC-119 Shadow, which was found to be underpowered. Subsequently, several more planes were converted into AC-130 configurations, including Plain Jane and Surprise Package. The Surprise Package upgrade featured advanced weaponry like 20mm rotary autocannons and a 40mm Bofors cannon. In 1970, additional AC-130s were acquired under the Pave Pronto project. The Pave Spectre project involved converting C-130Es into AC-130Es. These aircraft were commonly known by the squadron's call sign, Spectre. In 2007, the Air Force Special Operations Command AFSOC initiated a program to upgrade the armament of AC-130 aircraft. Initially, they planned to replace the 25mm GAU-12/U and 40mm Bofors cannon on the AC-130U gunships with two 30mm Mk-44 Bushmaster II cannons. A test program involved modifying for AC-130U gunships as test platforms for the Bushmasters, but AFSOC later canceled the plan due to issues with the Bushmasters' accuracy at the altitudes they operated and scheduling concerns. There were also plans to possibly replace the 105mm cannon with a 120mm M120 mortar and provide the AC-130 with standoff capabilities using missiles like the AGM-114 Hellfire, the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, or the Viper Strike glide bomb. In 2010, L3 Communications was awarded a contract to add precision strike packages to MC-130W Combat Spear Special Mission aircraft, converting them into gunship-like aircraft known as Dragon Spears. These modifications aim to relieve the operational demands on AC-130 gunships. The MC-130W Dragon Spear was later renamed AC-130W Stinger II in 2011. The AC-130J Ghostwriter program, initiated in 2011, sought to acquire new gunships based on MC-130J Combat Shadow II aircraft with precision strike capabilities. The first AC-130J was delivered in 2015, and it achieved initial operational capability in 2017. The AC-130J went through two planned increments, with the Block 10 configuration including a 30mm gun and smart bombs, and the Block 20 adding a 105mm cannon, wing-mounted Hellfire missiles, and other enhancements. The Air Force considered adding a directed energy weapon to the AC-130J, potentially replacing the 30mm gun. They also explored the use of small unmanned aerial vehicles UAVs launched from the aircraft for remote video feed and targeting. Additionally, they were interested in acquiring a glide bomb capable of hitting fast-moving ground vehicles. In June 2016, Dynetics was awarded a contract to integrate the GBU-69/B small glide munition onto the AC-130. This weapon was designed to be highly precise and effective against ground targets, even fast-moving vehicles, while being launched from the aircraft's Common Launch Tube (CLTs). The SGM has a blast fragmentation warhead and uses GPS guidance, making it a valuable addition to the AC-130's arsenal. As of 2023, AC-130 gunships have been providing close air support for Special Operations Forces for 56 years. These aircraft have undergone numerous upgrades to their weaponry, sensors, and countermeasures. However, their vulnerability in future hostile environments is a concern due to their high visibility and slow speeds. Military analysts, like the Center for Strategic and Budgetary Assessments, recommend that the Air Force Special Operations Command AFSOC invest in advanced technologies for future combat zones. This could include a combination of low-cost disposable unmanned aircraft and stealthy strike aircraft to better operate in contested environments. It can deliver precise or area saturation firepower over an extended period, even at night and in adverse weather conditions. Its sensor suite includes electro-optical, infrared, and radar sensors, enabling it to identify friendly forces and targets in various weather conditions. The AC-130U is equipped with the N/APQ-180 synthetic aperture radar for long-range target detection. It uses inertial navigation and GPS for precise navigation. While some operations occur during the day, most combat missions take place at night. The AC-130H costs $132.4 million, while the AC-130U costs $190 million in fiscal 2001. During the Vietnam War era, AC-130 aircraft were equipped with a magnetic anomaly detector system called Black Crow, which could detect deviations in the Earth's magnetic field. This system was used to locate North Vietnamese trucks hidden under dense jungle foliage along the Ho Chi Minh Trail and identify the signals of ground air controllers. Additionally, an enhanced 25mm high-explosive incendiary round, the PGM-38/U, was developed to improve the AC-130U gunship's mission capabilities by increasing their standoff range and survivability for the 25mm GAU-12/U gun. This round was created to meet military standards and had an improved arming delay with multi-sensitive range. The AC-130 gunship was introduced to South Vietnam in September 1967 as part of the Gunship 2 program. It began combat operations over Laos and South Vietnam in the same year. By June 1968, AC-130s were deployed to support against the Tet Offensive. A squadron, the 16th Special Operations Squadron, was formed at Ubon Royal Thai Air Force Base, Thailand, with the AC-130A designated as the C-130A gunship. In August 1968, an AC-130 gunship was diverted to support the Catam Special Forces camp and showcased its firepower capabilities. By December 1968, most AC-130s were escorted by F-4 Phantom II aircraft for protection against anti-aircraft fire. The first Spectre gunship was lost to enemy fire in May 1969. In late 1969, an AC-130 arrived with advanced equipment, including low-light TV, a laser designator, improved forward-looking infrared fluorescensors, and more. The remaining AC-130s were similarly upgraded in 1970. The first Cadillac gunship, the AC-130E, arrived in Vietnam in October 1971. In February 1972, the first 105mm cannon was introduced for use on the AC-130 gunships. In the mid-1970s, following the end of hostilities in Southeast Asia, the AC-130H became the primary gunship in the regular Air Force, stationed at Hurlburt Field, Florida, while the AC-130A fleet was transferred to the Air Force Reserve's 919th Tactical Airlift Group 919 TAG in Florida, which was later redesignated as the 919th Special Operations Group. During the late 1970s, the AC-130H fleet was modified to include in-flight refueling capabilities. A successful demonstration mission was conducted, proving the ability to fly long-range missions outside the contiguous United States, conduct live-fire operations, and return home with in-flight refuelings. AC-130 aircraft from the 4th and 16th Special Operations Squadrons have been deployed in various conflicts involving the United States since the Vietnam War. Thank you for watching.